To know from the business world and beyond, states across the country are now demanding many Americans who received unemployment benefits give that money back. In some cases, tens of thousands of dollars. And it's shaping up to be a multi-billion-dollar mess. Dasha Burns has a story.
Here we go. Michelle Gallagher was shocked when Connecticut sent her a bill for more than $20,000.
I couldn't believe it.
The single mom and small business owner applied for and got unemployment benefits back in April 2020 after the pandemic shuttered her bridal shop.
How important was that money?
It was very important because I had to provide for myself and my 2 children and pay the bills.
But now, the state of Connecticut wants $23,328 back.
Are you able to pay that back?
Oh, God, no. How can they ask that back? Because they made a mistake. I don't understand it.
And it's not just Connecticut. Millions of Americans across the country could be in the same boat. About $794 billion have been handed out in combined state and federal unemployment assistance since the start of the pandemic. Cash for Americans like Michelle, who never before had qualified for unemployment.
States put together new programs in a couple of weeks.
But in the rush to get dollars out the door, states and applicants made mistakes.
So what has happened over the last year is states have had to course correct. And they've had to go back to claimants and say, which one of these reasons were you unemployed for each week that you were unemployed? And so if claimants didn't answer those questions, they'll get a notice in the mail that they were overpaid for those weeks.
Overpayments are common in unemployment programs, but the volume of applications during the pandemic has created a huge backlog.
There are millions and millions of people in the backlog right now, and it's terrifying.
So mistakes that used to be caught quickly.
So what would normally take a few weeks is taking a year or over a year.
Attorney Nadine Nevins helps unemployment recipients in Connecticut navigate the complicated appeals process. But most Americans don't have this kind of legal assistance and could face wage garnishments and more.
I think people are going to give up and they're going to have this overpayment and their tax refund is going to be intercepted.
The Connecticut Department of Labor tells NBC News that during the pandemic, they had 10 times the usual number of applicants, that they're making every effort to help people resolve issues, and, quote, waivers are most often granted on economic grounds when it's against equity and good conscience to have an overpayment repaid. People like Michelle are now finding that a lifeline has turned into an anchor.
You said when you first got that unemployment, it's money you needed, you viewed it as a blessing. How do you view it now?
As a curse. If I didn't have that money, I wouldn't be sitting here now worried about paying it back.
All right, Dasha Burns joins us now on set. Dasha, so many questions about this. The pandemic